Water Management Authority was constituted based on the judgment of the Supreme Court and approved by the Cabinet Government of India. Today we had the first meeting. As I mentioned, this was held in a very, very cordial atmosphere. The agenda for the meeting had already been circulated to all the members, including the member states. We discussed rules of business, the supporting structure of the authority, means what supporting staff and structure would be required. Then we discussed about the requirement of the authority, what infrastructure would be required, office and other related issues, because the authority would be required to have a proper and a separate office. Then we discussed about the format for maintaining various data regarding the inflow, outflow, withdrawals, cropping pattern, etc., because these are very essential for working out the availability of water and to decide about the releases to be made from various reservoirs. Thereafter, the authority reviewed the status of the implementation of the award of the Honorable Tribunal as modified by the Honorable Supreme Court for the month of June 2018, and it was observed that the monsoon so far has been above normal, and the realization at the Biligundulu site were more than the stipulated figure for June 2018. The authority also discussed about the releases to be made for the month of July 2018. I would now read out the operative part of the decision which has been given by the authority. Having heard the party states, the authority decided as follows. The authority directed Karnataka to ensure the balanced quantity for the month of July 2018 at Biligundlu, adjusting the excess quantity of water realized by Tamil Nadu at Biligundlu in the month of June 2018, subject to the assessment and recommendation by the Regulation Committee. In case of Puducherry, the authority directed that the existing arrangement for the supply of water to the Union Territory of Puducherry by Tamil Nadu will continue. The authority, in a unanimous manner, also decided that
Sir, how much water?
Let me just complete that. Authority decided that to request Central Water Commission to submit a proposal for setting up the communication network to assess hydrological conditions. This was a part of the agenda, and it was unanimously agreed by the members of the authority that the authority would be requesting Central Water Commission to submit a proposal in this regard.
So what is the quantum of water to be released to Karnataka by the Karnataka Tamil Nadu for the month of July in today's meeting?
The quantum of water which has been there in the tribunal award, after adjusting whatever has been the surplus in the month of June, that would be released by Karnataka.
What is the quantum?
Quantum, we will work out exactly with those.
Approximately, roughly around, somewhere around between 30 to 34, 35.
Normally 10 TMC and
What is the TMC?
How much?
See, that has been modified by the Honorable Supreme Court. That 10 TMC has been already modified by the Supreme Court, and during the meeting it has been decided that whatever was the ratio, that is 167.25 divided by 182 into the 167.25 divided by 182.
No, we will not give the figure because that we will work out exactly because the minutes are yet to be drafted. So whatever the allocation for July, after adjusting whatever has been the surplus in the month of June, which has been released to Tamil Nadu, will be adjusted into that, and that much amount would be released by Karnataka during July.
What is the Karnataka government's position? Is they willing to
how much surplus water?
No, this is the decision of the authority. This is the decision of the authority. And because the monsoon has been normal, and we hope that the reservoirs in the Karnataka would be receiving the normal inflow, and we hope that Karnataka would be able to release this amount. The Kaveri Water Regulation Committee will look into the water availability and its assessment as and when the time progresses, and if there is any situation which warrants the further consideration by the Kaveri authority, it will look into that.
Sir, when is the next meeting has been fixed for the next meeting, sir? When is the next meeting?
Next meeting, we have exact date we have not fixed, but we will be meeting soon after.
Soon after means roughly in another week's time,
No,
10 days.
because the date has not been fixed, it will not be proper to say that.
During the month of July, you will be meeting once again, or you will be meeting?
Already regulatory committee meeting on June 5th.
The Kaveri Water Regulatory Committee will be meeting on 5th July at New Delhi. And that committee will look into whatever mandate it has been assigned. They will look into the issues which have been referred to the committee by the authority.
What was the surplus? What was the surplus last month?
Exactly, we will work out based on the data of Central Water Commission. So, if I give a figure and if it is varying, it will not be proper. It is, if I understand, it is more than 3 TMC.
Sir, what kind of action
that's
will
going to be
what kind
compensated
of
for
action
Yeah.
will be taken if Karnataka is not obeying the order? Because already Karnataka, that kind of things they are doing. They are not obeying Supreme Court's order even. So what kind of action will be taken? Because in the scheme it is not told.
No, we hope that all the party states will be cooperating in the implementation of the tribunal award. So let us begin this new era with hope, with a lot of hope, and personally I am confident that all the party states would be cooperating fully in the implementation of award. We do not foresee that there will be some lack of cooperation from any of these states. We are fully confident that, and going by today's deliberations in the Kaveri Water Management Authority's meeting, I am fully confident and hopeful that henceforth the implementation of the award would be carried out in a very constructive and cooperative
So how is the future going to look like? Because with respect to Karnataka, the monsoon ends somewhere in between September and October. After that, there is no storage facility if the water is given to Tamil Nadu. But when it comes to Tamil Nadu, for their rainy season starts from September and October.
The Kaveri Water Management Authority has been entrusted to look into the implementation of the entire Kaveri award. So all these technical issues, they will be deliberated and decided. So whatever the technical aspects, all these issues will be deliberated, and it will be, the decision will be taken in a proper manner.
Was
So
this taken into consideration at least in this meeting?
no, see, this is the first meeting here. We were basically deliberating about the rules of business, because once the rules of business are finalized, then we'll be able to conduct the business of the authority in a proper manner.
Where will be the authority?
Karnataka has said that they will go to court, sir. Karnataka has
No, I'll not comment on any such thing. What has transpired, what the Kaveri Management Authority has decided in this meeting, that I have conveyed you in brief. We'll soon issue the minutes of the meeting, which will cover the official.
But did you discuss the past experience of the Tamil Nadu? The Karnataka always goes for some excuses and never honored their commitment. In spite of the fact the Supreme Court given a strong direction, how are you going to see that this forthcoming days the Karnataka will fulfill your direction?
We should not doubt about the intention of any of the state.
The
I am very hopeful, and the beginning has been a very good start. The first meeting of the authority was held in a very cordial atmosphere. All the members and the member states, they were very cooperative, and we could decide, we could take the decisions in the very first meeting that shows that a new era of water cooperation has started in the country.
So irrespective of Tamil Nadu being a lower riparian state, it's always been that irrespective of whatever the Karnataka's monsoon state is, they have always demanded for water. So is this going to be continued if in the future also? Of course, it means that probably Karnataka would go towards the court and ask for a legal rescue for that matter.
Let us not jump to those things which are not happening. Let us, as I mentioned, this Kaveri Water Management Authority is an authority which has been constituted with power. It will look into each and every relevant aspect related to the implementation of the award, and it will take an appropriate decision in this regard.
Sir, where will be the office of the authority?
The office of the authority has been, as per the Gazette notification, it has been decided to be in Delhi. Yes.
Which place?
Yeah, for that, yeah, that was discussed, and we would be making a request to the Ministry of Water Resources for the appropriate space and accommodation for the office.
Sir, have you discussed anything about that in this meeting, sir?
Yeah. These were the part of the agenda. This was part of the agenda, and these things were discussed. And the authority would be making a request in this regard.
What exactly was the Karnataka stand today, sir? What exactly was their stand? Because they are saying
I'll not comment on any one member's stand. What finally was decided by the management authority, I have told you. So, what was deliberated, because we deliberated for more than 2 hours, close to almost 4 hours. So, all those deliberations, they are not really required to be discussed once
Sir, was
again.
there any reservation from the Karnataka side?
No, I'll not comment on any. I think. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.